Uh, Dear viewers of GASA Media, the convention, the LECUDO USA convention is currently going on. I just see a little bit of opportunity. I want to talk to these amazing people here, Dr. Christella Mbeba and Mr. Peter Richard of Lightbridge International. These are two people that have been working on the hair campaign so far as logistic and other technical issues are concerned. And for the past 3 years, this hair campaign has been going on. And the current leadership now is changing. Her election is currently going on now. Mr. Atemten, the CEO, and all his team are moving out. A new complete set of team is coming in. And Mr. Richard, and I want to start with you. You've brought in a lot of partnership to the organization. Your organization, your personal skill as a nurse practitioner specialized in psychiatric health. When this administration leaves the office, what is going to happen?
Well, thank you, Dr. Ernest. I personally think that I started getting involved with LECUDO because of the leadership that Terence demonstrated. He was really engaging and motivational, inclusive in getting people involved in all his projects. So what I look forward to is that I'm hoping that with the election that is going to be starting soon, that we'll be able to also get a leadership that is dynamic, is inclusive, and they have community. They have that desire for community development. So with Terence gone out, that doesn't mean that what we do is coming to an end. So Lightbridge and I personally will continue to provide the support that we need for community development, for partnership, and we are just hoping that the new leadership that comes in place, they're going to be able to consult with even the leadership that is going out and get community projects done.
And to you, Dr. Christella, you are a family doctor practitioner. You bring in a lot of skill, not just in terms of leadership as the head of the hair committee or the head of the committee. You've also been to Cameroon, and it is probably kind of the same question that I want to ask you, because sometimes you trust the system or whoever is leading. That's why you dedicate your time. I mean, you put away your family with children at home to do that kind of a job. With this complete shift, I mean, people are coming in that may not have worked with them. And how do you want to begin to maybe establish a relationship where you will feel comfortable that they will listen from your advice or what you want to do in terms of providing care?
Yeah, once again, thank you, Dr. Ernest and GASA Media for serving the community. I, like, Mr. Nkweda, I'm okay. I feel I'm in a good space. I feel optimistic that, we are from the same community. Even the team that's aspiring to be the new leaders of LECUDO, they've been around. They've seen what the outgoing team and others have done in the past. They are people who have supported the community efforts in their own way, even though they were not yet at the forefront. So I'm optimistic that they will carry that vision and actually bring in some fresh perspective. I do think that they will be able to work. The good thing is that LECUDO now has the standing committees, the health committee being one of them. Our partners like Lightbridge, our partners like Healing Beyond the Horizon and others are people who are so vested into this effort that they will be around. So I do believe that they will be able to work together. And the only constant thing in life, as I've learned, it is changed. So I think that we all should be welcome to change at any point, looking at the bright side of things. Even Dr. Ntulong and I, being co-chairs of the health committee, are looking forward to fresh leadership also. That doesn't mean that we exit the system. That just means that we get other people to come with other ideas, but we are still partners in this journey that we all started, which I believe and hope is a journey of no return because it serves our community.
At least I'm glad to hear that kind of positive response from you, but sometimes when institutions, I don't want to say, Africa in general, or like Cameroon, sometimes when somebody leaves office, I mean, somebody who, people have personal network that sometimes you went to school with, or sometimes somebody was your big, or you trust that person, that's why you bring in full effort. But I think, like you mentioned, there are certain committee, standing committee, the health committee, educational project, so that we have now institutions, not individuals.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Richard, what has been one of the challenge bringing in resources, like talking about network, putting in more resources? Do you think you might be able to advise the new team coming in to maybe tap beyond what the current or the outgoing executive already established?
So, in terms of, bringing in resources, I think one thing that, and one of the challenge that I would say the exiting leadership might have faced is probably, but which Terence did a really good job, is being able to, tap to community resources, so that he's able to get those resources for projects. But one challenge that I would like to give to the incoming team is that they should go beyond, even though Terence has started it, they should go beyond our community, right? And tap resources from international resources, get partners in not just within the Lebang or the BLM community, but also look at, for example, PG County, we're in PG County in Maryland. So let them be able to go beyond PG County, go to Montgomery County and another county, tap into schools, universities that have a vision for what we're trying to do. Like, I would say, for example, I just started a book drive for the nursing school that I went to, and it's through connection, and I've been able to get more than 300 copies of books. So by tapping into those external resources, you're able to gather more of the partners. So we should not just rely on our own community to raise funds. Let's go beyond our community.
Every time I look at, every time I'm doing a production, what?
2 minutes.
2 minutes for what?
Battery.
For battery, okay. Yeah. Every time I'm doing a production, there's a photo that you guys took when you were in Limbe. I think we were training CPR. Every time I'm doing something, I always prompt to put that in the face, that this kind of bond that people form together. I'm just kind of scared myself that it may be broken, but at least I'm glad that people are giving that kind of assurance. Yeah, Dr. Christella, there are many health professionals, even you, Mr. Richard, outside here, including nurses, up to medical doctors, specialized doctors, pharmacy, etc. What do you think, how do you think we can do to bring in more of these people beyond maybe you yourself, Dr. Tumor, and just a handful? We have thousands of people, you see graduation left and right, you see them, they are there. So what do you think is a challenge that we can bring them in?
So that's always a difficult question, something we want to do, and I get it. We are all in this country, there's so much going on, people have a lot of different commitments. It's sacrifice, and that's what I keep telling anybody. So I think it's just, for right now, it's word of mouth. We've tried other things, like we've tried, a WhatsApp group where we try to bring in as many of these professionals as we can. Before you know it, it becomes one other WhatsApp group, and then there's no follow-up and so on. So what I do is I encourage the power of one or the power of two, right? So for example, I ran into one of my juniors in medical school yesterday, and I'm like, you're in. I pulled him in. So next week I can call him. Who else is around? Let's pull them in, right? And then we try some one-on-one, because there are people who are skeptical sometimes. Maybe it's the time commitment, maybe it's, I don't know exactly what it is. So we pull more people in, come, let's see what we're doing. Come, bring more ideas, and then before we know it, we have a broader base. Our goal is over the long term to bring all of these people you're talking about, not just medical doctors or nurses, but social workers, pharmacists, because Leban, people are so smart, we're all over. If we get a good health core here, there is no telling what we can do as a people. But, we will not despise our humble beginnings, so we'll take it from here and then try to bring others in as we go along.
Thank you so much. I don't want to take so much of your time, and think there's so much that we can continue to talk And I just said, let me take this opportunity, pull you out of the deliberation, and let's talk about this, because I think this is so dear to urban people, to the less privileged, that people that are underserved. Dear viewer, I mean, these are two amazing people that they have dedicated their time, their money, I mean, their professional skill, and this are things that you cannot pay. I mean, honestly, leaving your job here in the US, leaving your family, traveling to Cameroon is something that, I mean, it's beyond saying thank you for your services. I wish the bank people feel the way I'm feeling right now.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, okay, GASA Media, you guys stay tuned as we continue to bring you footages of what is happening here in Maryland, LECUDO USA Cultural